Welcome to some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, my friends, and today we're going to be playing with our first US super battleship. Massive amounts of Mark V guns all over this thing. She's huge, she's deadly, but the problem is we have to take on an entire Japanese fleet, I believe, and try and sink every single one of them. So keep those fingers crossed, guys, and no matter what happens, show no mercy if they capture best fight that we can. Let's jump right in. Alright guys, so 4 battleships, 8 destroyers that we have to face here. It's not going to be easy. The smoke is in the east, so that's the first thing I'm going to do is actually head to the east as quickly as I can, and we'll return when we get there. But for now, look at that beauty. Contact has been established, and even at this far distance, we are already getting shots. Now, it looks like the developers did something beautiful here, and they separated the trajectories for the secondary and the primary. So our primaries are focused on that battleship, whereas our secondaries are focused over here on the arriving ships. But what I'm going to do, we've had so many battles before where we're immediately destroyed by torps, and it of course causes some pretty serious problems. So when I get a full turn here, I think I'm actually going to target those destroyers, torpedo boats, etc. that are heading our way. Although at this distance, it's probably better to fire at their ships. As you can see, we are causing fires. Wow. I did not expect that. That's pretty cool. I'm going to keep the same speed, but I am going to keep firing at that battleship. I did not expect us to get a hit this early on. Come on, boys and girls. We can eat up these rounds without a problem. And of course, our secondaries are focused on that destroyer, destroyer or torpedo boat. Just want to keep the trajectory just nice. So go ahead and kind of straighten her out. There we go. Another fire. This time it's on one of the torpedo boats, guys. This is a beautiful new system, really allowing you to exchange where your guns are firing, sort of change where your guns are firing. I think that's so important. So that's definitely a torpedo boat there. Let's just hope she burns up before she even makes it close to us. We might have to switch firing at the battleship, or yeah, the battleship temporarily. Another fire. For anybody wondering, it's 6 inches and 4 inches here. Mark V 3.6 guns. They're nice. Of course, I wouldn't recommend their use against heavier ships, but against these smaller ships that get close and like to fire torps right under our skirt, this is a lot better. Let's see how that guy's doing. Right now, it seems the trajectory has completely fallen to this approaching ship. That might be for the best. Again, at least then we don't have to worry about torpedoes. So I'm going to let that continue for now. There we go. Beautiful. That was fast. Now we're going to switch fire over here, guys, to the battleship. And to win this fight, we have to destroy 80% or 70% or more, I should say, of the enemy's battleships. So we switch our target here. I don't want to slow down just because we've got so many enemies that we're facing. We might even have some enemies ahead of us here we haven't spotted yet, that I think we should keep our speed at as fast as possible. Oh, now I'm thinking we should have switched to this battle cruiser. You know what? I know. People are going to yell at me for switching targets here, but I think this is the right choice. Here we go. I guess, do I select the secondary? I still don't know how to switch the secondary here. I'm hoping that I'm doing the right thing. We've selected the secondary. No! No. We gotta figure out how to do that. For now, hopefully that's on point. I don't think it's gonna be very on target on the battle cruiser. We want to straighten out. So for now, we will target just the battle cruiser. Get the distances here. It's too far for us to even spot them. Yeah, we gotta stop switching. I'm being ridiculous with the switches. Sorry, folks. At this point, we'll straighten out. And you know what? Grit our teeth, grin and bear it at this point. If he starts hitting us with a lot of shot, so what? We'll just keep our eyes on him. Let's hope that's the right move. We have damaged him a bit before, but he's totally recuperated. With these larger ships, it's not difficult for them to put a fire out. And I've even seen rudder damage repaired. I don't know if that's because of the update, or if that's actually something that is only something these larger ships can do that quickly. slow down just a bit. I said I wasn't going to, but I'm going to go to half speed, hoping that will increase our accuracy. Despite this being a hell of a ship, really strong, she gets set on fire remarkably quickly, which I'm not happy about. Here we go. Let's see how close those are. Oh, it pinged right off, didn't start any fires, but at least we know we're in range. Again, I'm looking in front of us, because like I told you guys, this is a much larger fleet than you think. There are 12 ships in the fleet, so this is 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 4 other ships, and I'm guessing they're going to be right here. They could be back here, though. We've destroyed one, so actually there's 3 other ships. Now I really want to switch to that other battleship. Oh, this game is so frustrating when it comes to that. Just, you know, not knowing which is the right ship to be firing at. There we go. 17 inches headed towards the battlecruiser. Will it be enough? Did slowing down help us? Yes, it did. Rudder damage and some fire and flooding there. That's not something I was expecting. Now the question is, do I want to speed back up or keep it at that speed? You know what? I'm going to keep it at that speed for now. He's not turning yet. One thing I don't like is the enemy destroyer near us, however. Straighten out a little bit more, guys. Really just want to expose that broadside to the enemy. This thing is like a tinderbox, but thankfully she can take a lot of damage before she goes down. Nope. Those first rounds were completely off target, but maybe I'm wrong. Right to the Taiho. There we go, another fire, and not a lot of damage, but of course those fires, you never know what's going to happen with them. They can rage out of control. They can even set an ammo box alight and explode, and that's kind of what we're hoping will happen. Really want to focus on the Setsuki, but I know better than that, folks. Is a chance the destroyer hasn't fired the torps yet. Let's actually check. Sometimes we can tell. Yeah, he has fired torpedoes for sure. We've got torps on the way. Not looking forward to that. In fact, I'm tempted to kind of speed up right now. Nice. 2 fires. These are the kind of hits we need. Turn in just a bit. Again, trying to remain perpendicular with the enemy ship and pretty much keep on his trajectory. The battleships are the key here. If we get destroyed and go down, as long as we take out 70% of their battleships specifically, then we should be able to get a victory here. Come on, time to hit the Taiho, boys. Payback for Pearl Harbor right here. Every man on deck. Be on target. It feels perfect. Did hit, but no fires. Again, those fires are what's going to take them down, if anything, so we've got to get those going. And we could switch our shell type to heavy explosive. I think I'm going to try, but this is going to lower the armor penetration in exchange, of course, for that fire damage. So I am trading off here a bit, and there's a torpedo. Let's hope they missed us. It's passing right directly in front of us. Just hoping there's no others in this area. He's slowing down. It's the right course of action. I don't know how I feel about that heavy explosive. We'll give him 2 shots with a heavy explosive, then we'll switch back to regular. Especially if we don't get any amazing bonuses from it. There we go. Alright, damage to the main tower. Another fire there, but you can see those are on the main deck, or just beneath the main deck. They're fairly easy to put out. Now, the ones beneath the main deck, that could be a problem. So one more heavy explosive shot, and then I'm going to, of course, switch to just standard rounds. which is really a mix of both. In fact, you know what? At this distance, let's just do the auto selection. Oh man, that's no good. Quite a few fires on deck as we're getting very close to the enemy here. Even their secondaries pose a threat to us. Nice. Damage to the casemate. Oh, that's not bad at all, folks. Let's actually get a close-up look here at the enemy battleship and at the enemy fleet. They've got a few more ships behind there that are quite terrifying, but this is the one we're focusing on right now, the Taiho. And you know what? They're speeding up. Let's also speed up. We're just going to go to full speed. Straighten out a bit as well. Quite a lot of damage coming in from everywhere, and I told you they're going to surround us. They've got a battleship in front of us. Now, usually I curse myself for putting torpedoes on a heavy ship like this, but now I kind of wish we did put torpedoes on. I think it would have been very helpful against this destroyer specifically. There we go. Beautiful shot at the Taiho. That should be on target. Should be on target. Not bad. Not a very damaging shot, honestly, but I think it was fairly on target, on point. Now, the destroyer doesn't have his torps back. He's going to be able to reload fairly soon, though. And I'm really wondering if maybe we should switch fire to him. Just get rid of him as a threat. I think I have to. I'm going to get rid of the Satsuki as a threat. So we are switching targets to him temporarily. But hopefully our secondaries will sink him. There we go. Look at how quickly that happened. Ammo detonation, fire, and flooding in seconds on the Satsuki. It's a shame we have to waste around with the 17 inches on him, but he is a danger. Destroyed the main gun on there. As long as he's able to fire torpedoes, he is a serious threat. Got the torpedo, and look at that ship. He has just walked right into the gates of hell. Let's try to send him on his merry way. In fact, we might be able to switch targets on him, and he would still go down just from all this burning, but I want to make absolutely sure. Look at the damage there. No, I think that's fatal. I don't think he can survive that. Here we go, some damage to the engine. Yep. I think now I'm going to switch fire to the Taiho. Back to the big old ship there. And he is sinking. Just in time, we switched the rounds there to the Taiho. And actually did a little bit of damage, but we need some more time to actually aim here. Let's just take a look at that sinking ship. Man, she's looking worse for wear, that's for sure. I'm just hoping that torpedoes won't make it to us from that ship. I think we'll be alright. But now, of course, we've got to focus on the Taiho. What I'm going to do is I'm going to slow down to slow. As you can see, that guy in front of us is a big problem. To turn towards him requires us to do quite a hell of a maneuver. Then again, I'm starting to think we need to turn towards him here. What do you guys think? Maybe one more shot with the 17 inchers here. We will start turning. Let's just see how much damage we do here to the Taiho. Yeah, we have to turn. So that's what we're going to do. Switch targets over here to the Shikishima. He's just so close. And in fact, I'm even going to go ahead and go to flank speed. Because he is just pretty much getting haymakers on us right now. We can't allow that. The problem is going to be turning those guns towards him. That's going to take a while. I am not confident enough in this game to use that rudder control, the auto rudder. I have messed up ships using it. I'm not going to do it again. Come on, guys. Full speed ahead. Get those secondaries firing. True slugfest here, but if we can get one good volley on this ship, we could potentially take him down right now. I'm going in for the kill. Trying to make as tight a turn as I can, guys. We're very lucky that our rudder hasn't been damaged yet. Go! It's gonna give us time. It's okay. It'll give us time to even out those guns. Looks like our secondaries aren't even touching the Shikishima. He is definitely withstanding any secondary shots. He's going so fast. We're just trying to turn as quickly as we can. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Wow, we just withstood Mark 5 shots. Pounced right off the South Dakota here. She withstood it. Amazing. Let's see if the enemy has torps. No torps. Got lucky there. And, okay, did a little bit of damage there, but none of those rounds actually starting a fire. A little bit surprising. Come on, boys, let's reload. Their guns are just slightly smaller than ours. 16 inches. We're gonna be right in front of this guy. Last thing we need right now are fires, but this is the situation we are in. We gotta accept it. Just try and get the best shot possible. Fire in the hole. Oh my goodness, that was one of the most beautiful sinkings we have ever achieved in this game, guys. Destroying him, ripping him in two with our guns. Absolutely beautiful. Now, of course, we've got to deal with a ton of enemies behind us, though, and I think the only way to do that is to actually turn completely around here. So we are going as quickly as we can, and we're going to start targeting this battleship behind us, the Taiho. But look at that. Just getting an instant explosion there, guys. Ripping a hole through the ship. Of course, these new damage animations, it seems the physics and the modeling gets better and better every time. It's looking nice. I would have just liked to see this ship in 2 halves, don't get me wrong. I'm not disappointed, but it would be pretty cool. Now, of course, if we can get that battleship, I think they've only got 4 battleships, right? If we can kill 3 of them, then I'm almost certain that we pass the mission. But right now, most important thing is getting that turn as quickly as possible. Our guns are going to have to also turn with us. And let's face it, with all of this damage on deck, that ain't going to be easy. These are already starting to go and aim at the enemy. Looks like our secondaries are already on the job, which is pretty nice. I think an explosion that big, just the shockwave, would probably kill the entire crew. Like, tell me what you guys think. Do you think it would kill the whole crew? Would they be alright? Not exactly an expert on naval warfare. Alright, fire control damage. That's never good. We already have pretty much a tinderbox of a ship. He doesn't take a lot of damage, but he sets on fire very easily. Without the fire control, it's going to be a lot harder to put those fires out. We're talking the difference between a proper functioning sprinkler system and just a bunch of guys carrying buckets down a staircase. So let's hope we can fix this. Now, of course, we are finally on a perfect trajectory with the ship. Let's see if those guns are aimed. You know, these still have to aim in the right direction. It's going to take a little while. In the meantime, though, these in the back should be able to get a shot fairly soon. Of course, with the fire control system's damage, aiming is going to be more difficult. Just being able to find the enemy target. We really got to get those guns on target perfectly. I'm trying to make that a really tight turn. Guns are looking okay. Not too bad. And hopefully pretty soon here we can get a perfect shot. That's what I'm talking about. Nice! Already a fire on the Taiho. It's not an instant kill like we got on the last ship, but it gives me a little bit of hope. Speaking of that last ship, let's take a look over here. Yeah, so they definitely increased the time it takes for some of these ships to sink. Some of the animations, as you can see, he's burning up. Just look at the ship itself. It's just burning everywhere, and we finally got some of these ships leaving, these passenger boats leaving, but it looks like some of them dipped beneath the waves. just from the wake of the explosion, I would guess. That's what you get, enemy. That's what you get. Another shot with the 17 inchers coming very soon here. Actually, we can kind of straighten around a little bit. Oh, yeah, another fire. Not bad. Ammo detonation, guys. Not bad at all. You can see that ammo detonation did a lot of damage. But what I want to see are the actual extent of the fire. So you can see it's burning underneath the control tower there. And it is spreading. And that's what we like. That's what brings down a big ship like this. That and about a million other things, of course. Now, unfortunately, the South Dakota, she is really getting beat up, guys. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to last for long. Not even sure if we're going to be able to last long enough to take the Taiho down. Of course, we will try. This is, I think, the most expensive ship we have yet built in this game. We really used up every single amount of money available to us, besides $2,000, I believe. And we put it all into the guns, put it all into the hull strength. The hull strength of the ship is incredible. I'm not even sure how many shots we've taken, but we've taken a lot. We have taken a lot of shots in this battle, and withstood most of them. Even with the tremendous fires, I mean, she's okay. She's got some serious damage on just a couple decks, but for the most part, that's pretty light damage. The Taiho has, on the other hand, you can see red in that second deck. That is a raging inferno there. I'm not going to put that out with standard sprinklers. Fire in the hole. There we go. A little late on the shot. Again, we're really going for structural damage. In terms of flooding, he hasn't had a single bit. We've had a very small amount of flooding, so we can also succumb to the structural damage here, which is why I think it's so important to take this guy out fast. And I mean really fast. Trying to see if there's any way we could turn. I don't think so, guys. We're kind of stuck on this path, or this heading, for a while. Okay, some flooding, finally. Oh my goodness, beautiful, guys. Another amazing hit there. Just incredible. This ship is a beast. An absolute beast. I am going to, of course, switch to the Yashima, their last battleship here, I believe. I could be wrong, but I think it is their last battleship. Just ripping through, man. You can actually see the craters in the ship. We are just shooting shots right through this bad boy. Nothing is stopping it. So as soon as it hits something with a lot of explosives, it can just rip through and destroy an entire ship. Unfortunately, don't think the South Dakota is going to withstand this last battleship. Not to mention, the enemy destroyers are definitely in torpedo range. They've probably, yep, that one's fired them already. That one's fired his corpse already. That one's fired his corpse already. Not good. These will really be the death knell for the South Dakota if we can't knock down the Yashima here. But I think we put up an amazing fight, and I've learned a lot just from this fight alone in just not switching those targets. We stayed on the targets even when it looked bleak, and we absolutely ended up destroying them. That's what I'm also worried about, the destroyers ahead of us. Just an army of torpedoes on the way, folks. Damage the casemate. Now that occasionally can cause one of those massive explosions that we saw, but in this case it looks like he survived. not enough damage to bring her down, but she must be terrified seeing her friend right there, Taiho, going down right beneath the waves. Can't be a good feeling. Just worried because since we can't really turn here, he can get out of our sight pretty easily, I think. That's one thing that's got me worried, is just the turning is not the best at the moment. 2 enemy battleships down. I think it's sufficient, though. I think it's sufficient. I'm going to keep it up, guys. We're almost going to get another shot at those 17 inchers. Let's hope it's another lucky one. Had 2 tremendous kills. Beautiful. Fire damage. I like a lot of fire damage there. Again, it's because those rounds, as we've seen before, just go right through these ships like a knife through butter. Let's see if we can actually spot any of those craters. Look at that. Yep, 1, 2. Now, this is underneath the guns. We really want to get over here in the belly of the beast, right there in the center of the ship. But I don't know just how doable that is at this point. We need something a little more on target. Those are the only round bars that are going to make any sort of difference. I'm amazed that not a single one of those torpedoes has hit us. I guess we just got lucky with speed. Now we are just perfectly perpendicular with him. Come on, guys. We need you to just do your best aiming right here. If we can kill this guy, I think for sure we've got to win. If we can't, we've got a loss, I'm pretty sure. Come on. The seas run through your veins, friends. Do it for Nimitz. Oh! And of course, doing damage, piercing damage, but no significant damage. Not setting a fire, not causing flooding, just piercing the ship. As you can see now, I told you guys the enemy would surround us. That's exactly what they've done here. They've got destroyers on either side, and even the destroyers are taking chunks out of the old South Dakota now. I don't think she's going to last for long, friends. Let's just hope she can give a parting gift to the Japanese here before she goes down. And oh my goodness, wait a minute, guys. Do we have new animations for sinking here? We do! So we're actually getting one of the ships actually going down head first, as it were, and breaking apart at the middle here like the Titanic. I think that is just wonderful. So the Taiho taking on so much water weight here that it is just snapping apart. Still on fire, by the way, which amazes me. She is still burning up. Slowed down the Yashima a bit. I think it's a bit late for it, though. If we slowed her down earlier, that would have been perfect. It would have made her an easy target. Guys, prime those guns. All that matters are those guns. Brutal. Not a single hit from the torpedo yet. And that last gun over here, the last Mark 4, or excuse me, Mark 3, Mark 5, third time's the charm, was completely off there with that shot. It's kind of annoying when you get perfectly perpendicular to the enemy ship. It looks like your gun's kind of seeing the fire to the left and the right of it. So we got to get ahead a little bit more here. And that's okay. We have plenty of time to reload that 17-incher, but we don't have unlimited time here to stay above the water. You can see the damage on top there. The structural damage is dramatic to our ship. No flooding damage to speak of, but definitely some structural problems here. And she's going down pretty soon. She will be giving up the ghost. Come on, one more beautiful shot. It's nicely coordinated as well. Again, we did manage to damage those main guns, but it's not going to make much of a difference now. There's no way our guys have time to fix her. Well, she served us so well, the South Dakota. What a nice ship. She's also taken a bunch of hits here, but most of the actual holes did not penetrate all the way through here. Again, I just put so much into the actual structure itself that they had to burn her down as opposed to just ripping her apart. And not even a final goodbye, I don't think. Fires are raging out of control, and now everything is turning red. Basically an unsalvageable area of the ship. Well, I'll be damned. They got one last shot there. Pretty beautiful. But there goes the South Dakota, and we also destroyed the Yashima. Oh my goodness, we destroyed the Yashima at the last second. Now that was a mission failed, but I wonder if we had destroyed the Yashima before we went down, if we would have actually succeeded in that fight. So 3 battleships, 3 destroyers. I think that was an amazing showing. I can't wait to build this ship again. I think I might actually keep the same basic build and just try and maybe slightly improve on it, but I think it's solid. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below, and as always, if you enjoy these videos, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps, guys. We do niche strategy games, niche war games, and not everybody likes that stuff, so if you enjoy it and it's something you want to see more of, subscribe. Catch you on the next one, folks.